Oh, there's cats fighting outside, and it sounds like a real full-on battle. Get along, guys. Oh, it's over. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Patreon, and I will put the handles down below and over there. Over there. That was a bit gritty. So if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release reactions. You can become a reaction, you can fast track them, you've got special roles in my Discord group. You have also got access to tutorials soon once I have put out some of the videos and they'll be exclusive to Patreon. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. So this next band are so far left field in their description that I have absolutely no idea what I'm about to listen to. They are called The Who, and they're a Mongolian folk metal band. So I have literally no idea what that would entail. So I'm excited. They're doing a live session for Sirius XM, and they're doing a song called Shireg Shireg. So I have no idea what's gonna happen, but let's just go for it. Woo! Wow. Listen to the way that he's playing that fluty panpipe looking number. He's opening his mouth and letting the air get out through there and down the instrument, which is making this kind of real windy sound. It gives this kind of effect. It's really, really impressive. You can hear the sound close in when he closes his mouth over it. So that's just a very impressive way to play. I don't know what all these instruments are called, by the way, so I'll be like the guitar looking thing and the flutey looking thing. So I apologise. But if you know what they are, let me know so I don't look so stupid next time. Wow. Love the horse's head on the top of that. Oh. Wow, okay, so this kind of sounds like a little bit like Tuvan throat singing, which originated in Mongolia, if I'm right, so that makes sense. It's a very backplay sound. It's got a lot of kind of a laryngeal tissue movement. There's like a lot going on with the velum, like that kind of sound. So it makes for a very kind of compressed sound, but it's really cool. It's very effective. It sounds like a total rattle going the whole way through it. I also realised, did I say flute for the instrument he was playing, because it looks nothing like a flute. It actually doesn't appear to have a mouthpiece, which would make sense for the whole having to like blow air through it, because it doesn't have like a real point for you to purse your lips on, so maybe that's the reason. But yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so they can all do this. That's pretty cool. So they're starting to layer up that sound, and because it's as close as they're going to go to two-even throat singing, where they're making it polyphonic, because they're both doing, you're almost getting that layer thing happening anyway, just because their voices are making the same like weird frequency. Not weird, but specific. It's very, very cool. I like the fact that they're using their lip shape to influence the sound, because it is quite, it's almost like a dirgy sound. So in order to make it more dynamic, they're changing their mouth shape. See, like that, it changes the kind of fundamental sound that you're hearing. It's very, very different, don't get me wrong, but I'm loving it. It's very, very cool. Okay, now they're doing the polyphonic stuff. So this is actually quite telling, because he's singing the same kind of line that the first guy did, but he's got a lot more clean tone out of his voice. Now, it's a lot of the texture's been removed, and it's left with quite a lot of oral twang. Sorry, I'm just trying to work this out as I go, but it's more to do with what's going on with his epiglottis, which is here, rather than anything up in his nose. It's a very, very twangy sound, but he's getting less texture, as you can hear, from the guy with the red check shirt on. They did start polyphonic singing there, so that's where the fundamental note and your overtones split, and you can start to influence them. I can't two-even throat sing that way. I mean, I can't do polyphonic singing that way. I can split a note by making a frequency like hopefully you can hear that. It's not the strongest, it's not something that I am like known for, but the same kind of thing applies, but they're doing it down in a kind of a grittier place. So it's like, I don't know if any of that worked, but basically I'm influencing the overtone by moving my tongue and by making really short, sharp movements with my lips. Again, I'm just going based off of what I hear, and I'm trying to replicate it. So there's probably a much better explanation of it than what I'm doing at the moment, but that's what you're getting. So let's keep going. Oh my So you can hear quite clearly there. Oh, hi, Otis. He's come to join us. So you can hear quite clearly there how they're using kind of jittery mouth movements to make that sound, essentially over the top of that gritty sound, and it's just making the notes kind of fly around and the polyphonic overtones just jump out. It's really, really good. There's almost an element of they're using these like textures and these like lip rolls and tongue rolls in order to kind of disturb the rolling sound. So they're going like through the sound to make it kind of break everything up. But then you always seem to have one that carries on the sound, so that it kind of has this real deviation from the path. I kind of feel like it's going all over the place and it's quite hard to focus in on who's doing what, but it's, yeah, enjoyable, very, very enjoyable. Well, they've all got horses in it. Real polyphonic tones coming out here. That's a really interesting instrument or whatever it is that he's doing there. So what he's doing is he's holding that piece of metal or plastic or something in his mouth and he's pinging it to make the resonance and the note kind of swim around in his mouth. And what he's doing is he's changing his mouth shape around it to make it change in kind of pitch and sound shape. That's wild. I've never seen anyone do that before. Wow. That was an experience, let's put it that way. I have never heard anything like that. I've heard like bits and pieces to pick up what the technique is, but a whole song, it just builds and layers up and layers up. The fact that you have 4 people that are doing it at once really just gives it a different kind of energy, because you're constantly darting between 4 people doing really impressive throat singing. So yeah, that's made my day. So it has. I find singing like this just as impressive as like regular singing, because it requires so much dedication to getting that sound strong, healthy, and really kind of punchy on projection. I mean, I've done a little bit of polyphonic singing just so that I understand it. I've learned how to do certain wee bits, but I'm nowhere near the level of making it into something that even resembles a song. So I take my hat off. If I had a hat on, I would take it off to these guys. That was really impressive. Can you hear I've now kind of got a real grit to my voice after doing all that stuff. I'll stop doing that. I sound like like some kind of backup generator when I do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So, I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? It's going to have to be something to do with this kind of Tuvan tone, isn't it? So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And all that's left for me to say is bye. 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 That got quite loud. Yeah, I'm getting there. Bye.